Hello Sagittarius, this is your April 2017 monthly tarot reading. Hope you had a good month of March, and thank you all for your love, your shares, your likes, subscribes. That really means a lot to me. And keep the love coming, and the way I can reciprocate is by creating these videos for you, share my love and show guidance whichever way I can. For, of course, if you'd like to know more about any particular areas of your life, or these areas that I'm going to be focused on, this is obviously a general reading and overview. So if you'd like to know more, please email me and I can arrange a private reading for you, and I'd love to do that. So my email address is in the description box below and on the screen as well. And last but not the least, this is a general reading, so take what resonates. Of course, for so many of you watching, it's not going to be 100%, hence my earlier thought about a private reading where specifically what comes out is going to work for you. Now, also, this is Sagittarius Sun, Moon, Rising, so I'd advise that please watch your sun, your moon, and your rising, because that completes the picture. This gives a certain information. For more information, you'll find out when you listen to your other the sun, the moon, and the rising, and kind of paints the bigger picture. And then for more picture, of course, there is that private reading as well. And without further ado, let's get started. The cards pre-shuffled, and if you haven't seen my video before, then I divide this into 4 different sections. I start with work, health, home, and love life. Here we go. Right, Sagittarius, your first card for your work is the Sun card, upright, and Knight of Swords in reverse. Some of you might be taking a break. I had to say it. This month, it might not be a long break, but it will be one. And for others of you, I think you're happy. The workplace is getting better. You probably were going through some rough patches, and now I see that the happier times. You're actually, I can even sense that you're going out with colleagues more, and you're enjoying your time at work a lot more than you have in a very long time. So I sense that this is something that is well, it's been long coming, and you're quite happy that you're there. So it's a happy place at work. You're happy where you are, and it might be that this is what you've been this is what keeps you there. This is what makes you happy. Obviously it does. There might also be, although I'm sensing that and this is categorically that for some of you there might be some rash action, or somebody's making those rash actions, and this might not sit well timed for you. As much as I said, yeah, it's a happy place, but I think there are 2 parts of the month here, quite categorically. So there's some part of the month which is going to go really well, and then at some part of the month, I think somebody comes in, or someone comes in who tries to change everything, and he does it in such a rash way that all of a sudden all that calm and happy energy is now kind of dissipating, where somebody's really coming in and going, okay, I'm going to change this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and there's no rationale behind it, and it's just such quick changes so quickly is not the best way that you feel is going to work for you. However, I guess that this is an energy, and of course, like I said, this is something that I sense most of you are going to be affected by. I'm sorry, but that's what coming across, so I have to say. And for some, and it might not be for all, you might, this person coming up is trying to make some changes and make some cuts. Now, this could be even changes to your working hours, your working hours, and maybe some people are let go of as well in the process. So I sense this is going to happen rather quickly, so there won't be much advance notice here. And I'm just trying to sense if there's anything else I'm getting, because I'm not done here with this card, I sense. Um, okay, so what I'm seeing is that with this person coming in, or this action, this really rash decisions that are being taken, I sense that there is some part of it which is going to very small percentage, and I'm just getting like 1 or 2%, but I have to say it, that there might be a like greener pastures, like you put into a different place, and this might this might be sold to you as greener pastures, but in the and you don't seem to resonate with that thought. So yeah, and for people looking for work, I think you'll be in a happy place, but there might be rash actions made at some point, which might feel, you might not feel as stable as you did originally. Sorry, but I had to give that away. Now for your health, we've got Justice card in reverse and Hierophant in reverse. You'd like balance, but it's not quite there. You're not going, you're not basically following the right, no, okay, the prescribed path here. You're going and doing things differently. You're trying to do something traditionally, but in a non-traditional way. So, if you're trying to lose weight, for example, you're trying to do it in a non-traditional way, thinking, oh, maybe this will work this way. But yeah, I'm sensing that something also comes forward which you feel is a bit unfair. Maybe something that happens and you sense, okay, that's not fair that it happened to me. That kind of a feeling. And I see that gets you off your track a bit, because you're feeling that it's a bit unfair. And this could be down to, okay, you've been trying to lose weight, and let's go with a simple example. If you're trying to lose weight and it didn't happen, and it's unfair, I'm not going to do things the way people say they do. That's one way of looking at it. Now for other people, I also feel that if it's down to anything physical, mental, the way you feel, you might think that you've put in work, but the effort on, or what you've been doing, and how much of medicines and how much whatever you've been doing, is not really helping you. Now that you're seeing, okay, you're not where you need to be, so you try and take a different path. You think, okay, I've had my result here, I've had my this is what I know now, so I'm not actually going to move forward and do something completely different and see if that works out. And for some of you it might do. So I think this is going out of the box for health in the month of April for you. As far as your home life, we have Six of Swords in reverse and the Transition card in reverse. For some of you, I sense there are some delays in moving forward. If this is you moving into a new home, then there are some delays, or you're going backwards and forwards. There's a bit of backwards and forwards here that I sense a lot with the Six of Swords in reverse, that, rather than moving forwards, you find a new place and you're moving forward, but there's still backwards and forwards, whether it might be, you still have to keep doing it, like go from one place to the other, and, keep kind of going backwards and forwards, new place, old place. And hence the transition that, that you're expecting from having moved doesn't really get accomplished in the month of April. I just feel it's a delayed transition. The change that needs to happen with you having changed your place is just a delayed one. And this might mean that also for transition in your life generally, this causes delays. And it's not saying it's not, it's just meaning it's not there yet. So as far as home life is concerned, I find that there's that bit of imbalance there, because you don't feel like you're now home and you're settled. I feel there's a chaotic, unsettling feeling to this. And I'm feeling like that, I'm feeling like, oh, right now when I'm speaking to you. So I think what I'm really sensing here is that there is that chaotic feel there. It's backwards and forwards, not just moving in one direction. It's going back and then going forward and then going back and then forward. And hence I see the transition. That's a major arcana. So I feel the big transition that in your life with regards to home, and that's gonna go make you feel like, yeah, I've moved on to the next stage in my life, is slightly delayed because of this moving backwards and forwards. In your love life, we have Eight of Swords in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse. Okay, so single people, I'll start with you. You're not feeling as homebound. You're not feeling like, you're not feeling as saddened and depressed. Um, I don't know, it's obviously for some, this is general reading, it's for some of you that have been feeling like that, probably, but you're going to get out of that. You're trying to get out of that thought process. I think it's all in the head, really, more. You sense that way, you feel that way, because of the thoughts that you're getting. Well, this has not happened, that's not happened. So I feel this is more about the fact that you're going to feel better about this. You're going to feel more in control of your life. You're going to be like, yeah, I'm in control of my life and I'm happy. Um, if I'm not happy, then I'm at least taking steps to get there. Having said that, then you're going to come to an indecision. Going to come to a point where, like, you don't know which way to go. You don't know how you can get to that happiness. As much as you've taken one step forward, you're still trying to find you're still trying to define your next steps, and you're not there yet. And which is okay. We need time. If you need time, you need time. If you don't know which way you're going, then do what you want to do right for right now, and focus on what you can do. And then, I guess, whenever it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I mean, the steps will come, and when you think of it, it will. So take one step at a time and see how what life brings to you. That's my belief. So of course you do what feels right for you. But I think there's a big indecision, and it might be that indecision because you don't know whether you want to now move forward in life in a certain way, or should you change it and do something different. But all this means it's going to get to a bit of a stalemate situation, which means you're not going to move forward because you can't decide which way to go, which is not quite like Sagittarius. But hey, we all get through, the different parts of certain phases in our life which make us like that. So there you have it. That's your April. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you again soon, because I might be doing mid monthlies as well, and more. So if you subscribe, you'll know what I'm up to on this channel, and it'll be great to hear from you, or even read from you. That'll be fabulous if you give me an opportunity to read for you. I'd love to do that. So thank you, and have a good month.